What's going on, guys? MobileCarrierNews here. And is this really a turning point for Verizon? Can they really reverse their all the Q earnings that have been going on? I have been hearing mixed reviews. It's Han's fault. It's the board of director and Hans. To me personally, it's the whole company that they're willing to change now. Yes, like every company stays at the same especially Verizon, they stay on the same road compared to their competitors. And Verizon for the past, what I think, 2 years have been staying in the same route, saying that we don't need to grow, we're good, we don't need it, we just stick to the old strategy like we did in 2012 through 2017, 18, 19, around there. And honestly, just has not been working. They've been bleeding. They've been losing a lot of subscribers. And with the whole with everything going on, with Verizon dropping price on the plans. Now, keep in mind, $80 is still expensive. Some people would argue that's a reasonable price, but then again, there's that one middle group that they really don't care anymore. People don't really care about these plans. They just care that the signal works, and I'm glad consumers are finally waking up. Like, as long as I get service, as long as my phone call doesn't drop, I can text my parents, I could text friends, they could text anyone in case of anything, like, oh, you forgot something, emergency, all that stuff. They're good. But Verizon's Q loss earnings have taken a drastic turn on, on their network. I'm sorry, on the money they make. And yes, their 5G is growing. Their C band capacity is moving to the right track. They're doing really good on this, but their growth, their consumer group, is not really looking so good. In the beginning of 2022, a year ago, they lost 292,000 such customers. And now people are thinking, oh, it's Verizon. They're $1 billion company. They make 5 to 6 billion in revenue. That doesn't really flinch. Now, you're half right. You're half right on that. They didn't flinch, but in the long run, between them losing a lot of subscribers in 2021 to now, they are feeling a slight pinch on it, guys. I'm not even kidding. I've done research on this, and Verizon is not looking so good. Their consumer group is struggling. Yeah, their 5G is taking off. They're about to hit about 245 million pops by this December. Their standalone 5G and iPhones is going to go off. You're going to see more speeds. For me, I've been seeing 500 down. Eventually, in my area, I'm going to start seeing over a gig everywhere I go. I'm going to be using a lot of data, regardless if I do speed testing or not. The network will go blazing fast like a hurricane, guys. This is a good. Their strategy on 5G is good, but their consumer group is not looking so hot, guys. Like, they need to turn this around. Sandpass is new. Like, when he introduced the new unlimited plans, he said this is something that they've never done before, and their competition doesn't do this. And technically, he's right. Yeah, the competition, AT&T and T-Mobile, they don't do this mix and match stuff. They don't really do that. But just because Sampath says that doesn't mean they're still done. They're still done with losing subscribers. Even Hans Vestberg keeps going that our cash flow is good. We're making money. Our 5G is improving rapidly. He is right. The 5G is improving. It's not at 300 million pops. It's not up. It's like midway. It's going to take some time still. And the cash flow that he mentions for Hans Vestberg, he's right. The cash flow is going, but he's talking about the total cash flow of current customers. He does not mention the loss. He might mention a little bit about the loss, but keep in mind when Hans Vestberg is talking, whether it be in a video or on Q1, 2, or 3 earnings, he cannot really be talking bad about the losses because he knows investors are watching. If he says, and if he goes too much into depth with it, investors will start selling, and you're gonna start seeing Verizon go below $20 per share. And investors they want their return on investment. They want They want Verizon hitting at least over $60 per share. They want it to hit 100. Like what T-Mobile is doing, but it's just on Verizon's neck right now. And it's just crazy that they lost 263 right here. I'm reading it. Consumer postpaid phone customers, widely considering the most valuable type of mobile customer. This is the first in the first of this quarter, and then this narrows it a loss to 136,000. The second quarter, guys, they just keep on bleeding. It's getting crazy. Now, here is the somewhat good news. Keep in mind, I say somewhat good news. Analysts are saying that in Q3, they're only going to lose 60,000 subscribers. And they're going to gain an additional 49,000 subscribers. Now, that negative loss and that positive increase is not really flowing. It's not a good mix. Like, you're losing more than what you're gaining. Like, you're not. Like, you're basically still on the red. You need to switch to the green, and just it needs to be better. But Verizon needs to make a turnaround, and they need to figure out, the board needs to have a meeting. They need to realize things are changed. This inflation is getting, crazy. The best thing I could see them doing is dropping the prices to at least $5 more, and they could get customers out the door. Not like breaking in the doors, but like, get more traction, better deals, better marketing. The marketing is good, but just more on the winning than the losing. Literally, as you can see there, Verizon gained more business subscribers than postpaid. Even though you're gaining one side and losing the other, that's still not look for you. I mean, for any company like this. So, you know, there is rumor that Verizon might do a turnaround and might see positive, posts, wins, or basically up a consumer because of the holidays. Now, this is going to be the first time now that Verizon's going to go head to head with the holiday season and their my plan. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I'm going to post another video about Verizon, some other news that's happening. I'll post it soon, and hopefully that helps them. But well, the bleeding has to eventually go at a pause, because from 2021 to now, it's been just a unfortunate loss, and I don't know exactly how many subscribers they lost. Maybe they lost like one 1 million or less, but still, it's a loss is a loss. Video, I hope Verizon, what's the old saying, turns to a new leaf. I mean, I say this from my own opinion. I don't, favor no company. I just, put out what the news says, because things have to change. You can't just keep going on a downhill spiral and keep saying, "Oh, we're still making cash flow. The 5G's out, yeah, but you're losing customers. You're just losing it." Like, they gotta turn to a new leaf. But let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe for more videos like this, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.